Well, good morning. Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. So today we have hips, reaching both arms, one arm, and marshmallow. So the idea behind that is that as we move from side to side with our hips or with our torso, the first one, when we have both hands on our knee, we're unloaded. So all the weight of my torso is being supported by my hands as I move. The next one, we'll have one hand on our knee as we move. So that's half loaded. And then if you choose to go the next step forward, you can do loaded, which is where you have both hands are moving. And as a result, the weight of your torso is held by your pelvis and your legs. And so you can choose how loaded, how heavy you make the weight into your legs, okay? And then stand on one foot for 20 seconds. I listened to the most amazing podcast yesterday. They were ranting about all the stuff that I talk about. It was such a deep affirmation of all the things that we're doing here this month. So there's this test. They used an acronym. I can't remember it because I'm dyslexic. Stand on one foot, but with your eyes closed. And so it's amazing. It is amazing what happens. So we're going to play a little bit with balance, one foot on the floor, eyes open, eyes closed. And there's a chart. Dr. Michael Mosley, the BBC kind of thing here, and there's an age thing. So under 40, under 50, under 60, under 70, under 80, and like you should be able to stand on your foot with your eyes open for a certain amount and then eyes closed for a certain amount. So look up Dr. Michael Mosley, the BBC, standing on one leg. It's really interesting. So great. So come rest into a child's pose to begin. Sorry, I talked a lot there. So come on into a child's pose. So resting in, head is down, bum is squishing down towards your heels, knees are folded. And just take a deep breath down into your belly. So how is it to be here this morning? How is it to feel into your body? How is it to be present? What can you be present to? Nice. Into your cat, rounding your back, arching your back, and just warming up into the spine. Nice. Come into your downward dog, lengthening back. Find a connection back through your legs, through the length of your spine. Bend one knee, let your pelvis rock in that direction. Lean into the length that's happening on the other side. Breathing into it. Nice. Other way. Bend your knee, lean into it, breathe. Nice. And then just lean from side to side, one way, and then the other. More one way, and the other. Nice. Bring your feet forward. Pause in a forward fold. You can either have your hands on the floor, you can have your elbows on your knees. And just pause there. Let your head be heavy wherever you are. I always go for a walk first thing in the morning. At 5:30, I walk in the dark with the dogs. And this morning it was like so incredible. Full moon, really bright, clear sky. It was so quiet. We're maybe, I think, around 700 meters from the sea, but we're in the middle of a forest. But I could hear the waves crashing on the beach. It was so quiet this morning. It was so beautiful. And then the dawn course around 6 o'clock. It's amazing. Bring your elbows to your knees. Full moon at the moment. Always that question. How do you know in your body that it's full moon? we must know somehow. Hands to your knees. I haven't worked that one out at all. I can't feel the difference. Maybe you can. Come all the way up to stand. Nice. Hands to your hips. Just roll into your hips. And then the sunrise was a bit like the picture for open. It was just like all these pinks and oranges and deep purple. It's beautiful. Nice. And then roll in the other direction. Rolling out through your hips. Really just sinking into the deep of your belly. Nice. Stand to the front of your mat. Just roll your shoulders in a big circle. Super. Make fists out of your hands. Roll your wrists in a big circle. And then in the other direction. Super. So we're going to do that balancing thing. So balance is a thing. So we need it and you need to practice it. So what happens when you lift one foot off the floor for you? Is your foot down already? Are you still wobbling? Are you doing big movements? Is your foot trembling away? Notice. Did you have to touch the floor with your other foot? Are you holding onto the wall? What's happening? Nice. Change feet. Other foot on the floor. What happens when you lift and stand only on the other foot? And so a lot of our balance is based on our on our visual perception. So we anchor into the world around us with our eyes. We create, like, literally we pull and balance based on our eyes. So maybe your foot's on the ground, maybe you're still wobbling, maybe not. Okay. Next one. So have a wall handy or a chair handy if you wish. Come back to the first foot and now close your eyes. So notice how out of control your balance is suddenly. So they say this is one of the reasons why people trip in the dark a lot more, is that because they can't anchor with their eyes, their proprioception and their ability to control their body really diminishes. So it's something we're going to practice, guys. Is your foot still in the air? Has your foot landed on the floor? So they say a really good test for somebody around my age, somewhere between 40 and 50, is 20 seconds standing with your eyes closed and your foot on the floor. If you're over 70, then it's 3 seconds for your foot in the air. So really know that there's a continuum of ability happening. So maybe your foot's still in the air with your eyes closed, maybe it isn't. Be careful, be safe. It's amazing how it's become like an extreme sport the moment we close our eyes. I like it. So, foot to the floor. So let's practice that. We're going to just weave open in with practicing balance. Okay? So standing to the front of your mat, and then turn sideways and step your right foot back, or whichever way you need to face the TV still. Okay? Whatever you're doing. Okay? So my feet are around 3 foot wide. And so we're going to begin this journey of traveling from side to side. So turn your toes towards the right, bring both hands to your right knee and lean forward. Okay? Turn your toes to the left, both hands to your knees, lean forward. So that's the learning of the movement. Next one is one hand on your knee, turn your toes towards the right. Right hand on your knee, left hand points towards the right. Come back to center. Turn your toes towards the left. Point with your right hand towards the left. Next one is loaded completely. Turn your toes towards the right, both arms towards the right, and then lean. Maybe you notice that that's too strong for you. Bring your hands to your knees, and then both hands to the left, and lean. So that's basically what we're going to be doing in loads of different ways. Keep your hands on your knees or find your distance. Okay, so drop your left knee down as you turn your knees towards the right. Come back up. Drop your right knee down as you turn your knees to the left. So both hands are on my knee first to do this, okay? So we're learning the movement, traveling one way, traveling the other way. Now, start by reaching the front hand across, only one hand on your knee. I think there's something happening outside. Hounds of the Baskervilles, hold on. I'm just telling Joseph to go and see what's happening with the dogs. Great. Both hands to your knee. No, right hand to your knee. So as you turn from side to side, you're reaching the front hand across. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you reach both hands and lean forward. And just notice, what do you do? What do you need as support? Both hands on your knees, one hand on your knee, both hands in the air. I saw the geese running past there a moment ago, so obviously the geese were doing something. Great. So come back to center, reach both hands up towards the ceiling. Turn your toes towards the right hand side. Either bring your right hand to your right knee or lower down. Pause there. Reaching up towards the ceiling, keep reaching, look upwards. And bend your front knee a little bit more so you're beginning to lean into that left thigh, left knee. Maybe your hands are on your knees for support. Maybe one hand on your knee, maybe both hands are up. Nice. Both hands to your knee, rising up. Come back to center, over to the other side. So turn your toes towards the left. Either hold your knee or reach your arm up towards the ceiling. Drop your right knee down, looking up. Bend your front knee more. Nice. Both hands to your knee, rising up. Super cool. Rock forward. So both hands to the floor, rounding forward. Just having that sense of dropping down. Maybe your elbows are on your knees. Maybe your hands are on the floor. Maybe your elbows are on the floor. Maybe your head is on the floor. Let your head be heavy. Push down into your feet. Create length in your legs. Push into the baby toe side of your feet. Create more length in your legs. Nice. So come sit on the floor and just notice how you come to the floor from here. For me, I turn both hands over towards the left side. I lift the left foot up and I tuck my left knee down so I sit on the floor. Notice how you do it. Stretch your legs out long. So bend both knees. We're going to come into sandwich. The sandwich is where both knees are bent, and then tuck the left foot in and reach the right hand forward. And so I'm leaning down onto that left thigh. My right hand is forward. Pause. My left hand is scaffolding. So my left hand is pushing into the floor, because if I don't push into the floor on the left, I'll fall over to the left. So really push your left hand down and reach your right hand forward. Nice. Coming up. Change. Both feet to the floor. Tuck your right foot in. Reach your left hand forward. Right hand is scaffolding, pushing into the floor. Left hand is reaching more and more forward. And my chest and my belly are leaning down into that right thigh. And then we're just going to travel a bit in that one. So tuck the left foot in, reach the right hand forward, lean back, feet lift, change legs. So the left foot's on the floor, right foot is tucked in, left hand comes forward. So the foot that's on the floor flat is the one that's hands reaches forward. The foot that's tucked sideways is the hand that's on the floor. So sandwich got its name because you're sitting at a picnic and you spot the last egg and cheese sandwich and you go, oh, I need to get the sandwich. And so you reach for it as far as you can. Maybe if you wish, you go a little bit further. So this one is called cake because you grab something even further and even bigger with both hands. So now I'm lifting my bum off the floor as I go. Nice. Super. Both feet to the floor, knees are bent. Drop both knees down towards the right and come into zigzag. Bring both hands to the floor, drop your head down, squish your thigh by resting your chest on it. Come back up to center. Now bring your right hand to the floor, reach your left hand as far as you can. Pause. Bring your hand to the floor perhaps. Come back. Next one, see if you choose to go back to one of the versions we did before, both hands on the floor, only left hand going forward, or reach and bring both hands to the right. Maybe you rest your chest down, maybe you let your fingertips touch the floor. It's much, much stronger. So move a few times into the version that suits you, either both hands on the floor, one hand on the floor, or both hands reaching. Both hand reaching is so loaded into the buttock, into the knee. So see, maybe this is not the version for you. Maybe both hands on the floor and dropping your head down is ideal. Maybe one hand reaching. Maybe both hands are reaching. Nice, one more time. Super. Come back to center, other side. So both knees down to the left, both hands to the floor, drop your chest down, pause. Nice. Rising up. Bring the left hand to the floor, reach with the right hand. Maybe bring your fingers to the floor. And coming back. You might choose not to do the next one, or you might choose to do it. Reach both hands. Maybe that's enough. Maybe drop your belly down as you reach and you touch the floor. And coming back. So choose your distance. Maybe both hands on the floor. Maybe one hand on the floor. Maybe both arms moving. Maybe you reach out with your hands in the air and then you push with your hands off the floor to come back up. Don't override your sensations. We're including everything in the movement. So do no harm. Anything you're doing today, if it prevents you from turning up tomorrow, then don't do it. Always moving forward. Slow and incremental changes that are solid and steady in the body. That's what we're looking for. Nice. Stretch your legs out long. Come lie on the floor. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. And just roll into your ankles. And then roll in the other direction. Point your toes, flex your feet. Point your toes, flex your feet. Nice. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. Pull your feet towards your belly. Sink a bit deeper into your belly. Nice. Stretch your legs up, shake your legs out. Let your calves jiggle. Let your thighs wiggle. Let your feet wobble. My belly's wobbling too. Nice. Both feet to the floor. You can bring the soles of your feet together if you wish. You can stretch your legs out long if you wish. See what's right for you. Pause. Always when I bring my soles, my feet together, I walk my shoulders away from my pelvis because I go, oh, I just want to, and I walk them away and I go, oh, so much better. Nice. So stay there or squeeze your knees up onto your chest or rock from side to side or do whatever it is that you do to just feel into, sense into your body. And as you sense into your body, how is it in this moment to be here on your mat with me? What do you feel? Nice. Super. So, oh, I just realized I left the thing on the whole time, my little words. Anyways, sorry about that. Damn. Anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. Yeah, I think we'll be standing again doing stuff. This balance thing, yes, it's. They say it's like there's all these biometrics, things that they can test in your movement patterns that actually give them an indication of overall health. And standing on one foot is one of those biometrics that if you can't stand on one foot, then start telling you things about yourself. So I'll see you tomorrow and have a great day. Enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. And ciao, ciao. Slán.